I'm going off handwritten notes for this episode. So yeah, that's how bad I think this episode was. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hello AAC Universe, my name is Grand Admiral Joey and welcome back to the AAC channel. So this is going to be kind of more of a raw, rough format. I'm really hoping that I don't have to do this in future videos. The last video, I scripted it so much, there was so much detail that I think we needed to know, and in this one, it came, it went, and it was just... It wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. I didn't like it. So let's go ahead and jump into where we're at. We're at Sector J19. Again, our thoughts were that we were going for Cut Lawquane and his family, maybe to lay low, maybe to find Rex. We did find out that Rex came in a day before, and I kind of have a theory on why he may have came in a day before. I'm not sure if it's going to hold out completely, but I do have some thoughts at least. Very quickly in the episode, we start to see what the theme is going to be about. And yeah, it's another father figure stories. I just have a feeling that Disney has a weird father problem, like Darth Vader, Luke, Hunter, and Omega, and then we've got Din and Grogu, and Obi-Wan kind of being the father figure to Anakin, and I even think that like Kanan being the father figure to Ezra. It's just weird that Star Wars keeps choosing like these father figure type storylines. But that's quickly what the theme ends up being in this episode. Now, you watched the episode. I'm hoping that you're thinking the same thing I did. It wasn't a great episode. I would probably say the last episode, I would have rated it a 10 out of 10. This episode, I'm probably saying it's gonna be like a 3.5 out of 10. It was just that bad. I think this episode was just to solidify that Hunter is gonna be the father figure to Omega, and that the clones are indeed the bad guys. We also didn't get any clear answers on why Cut didn't activate during Order 66, but I think I may have some ideas I think are kind of probable. So the first one, and the one that I like the most, is that Cut is actually like a sleeper agent, so he has to wait until he hears Order 66. Now this does line up probably the best with the going storyline, because Palpatine did have to call all of the commanders to tell them to execute Order 66. The commanders then had to relay all of that information to their troops. So since Cut isn't in the military, he didn't get that order. The second theory doesn't line up as much, but I don't know, maybe Rex came by the day before and took out the inhibitor chip. And the third theory that I've kind of heard and thought about, I kind of like, is that Cut's inhibitor chip was damaged during the crash that put him on that planet. And then, of course, the fourth option, like we talked about last episode, which I'm kind of maybe taking back, is that the signal didn't get to him because he's way out in the outer space. I don't know if it was a signal or if you actually have to hear it. That's just something we don't know yet. And I guess Cut is gonna... If it happens, Cut is going to be the one that we find out with. Some takeaways I think we can take from this is that, for me, it was really weird still seeing that the clones are kind of the bad guys. Even in like this Clone Wars type animation, it's still so weird seeing that. The clones are becoming more Stormtrooper-esque like we've seen in the other episode. It's even weird seeing them miss shots, like the ongoing joke about Stormtroopers. I don't know, it was kind of cringy to me, the whole setup of Omega coming back to the ship. Hunter's like, oh, I gotta go save her. 3.5 out of 10 is the best I can give it. And I can't believe I have to wait a whole week for another episode. I guess the silver lining is that it can't get worse than this, maybe, but we'll find out. Star Wars, please don't let me down. Don't let us down. Don't make this cringy. And that's all I have for this video. Make sure you come back every Friday because I'll be covering every episode of The Bad Batch. Also, make sure you use the offer code Joey when you're shopping all of your geeky and nerdy merch over animatedapparelcompany.com. You'll get 20% off everything in your entire cart, and it'll help keep the lights on in this place. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell notification icon. Even though this episode of The Sad Batch wasn't that great, give me a thumbs up. I need it. After watching this, I really need it. Really starting to think they are the Sad Batch. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.